We're all aware of greyhound racing, and I've seen a couple of greyhound races myself, and for me it's one of the great sights of the natural world. To see this animal that's built for speed tearing around a track, it's an absolutely magnificent spectacle and a great sporting tradition. But what you may not know is there's a hidden side to greyhound racing. It's the fact that 10,000 greyhounds a year are registered to race in the UK, and of those, 40% vanish without trace. Like so many people, I harboured all sorts of misconceptions about greyhounds. I grew up around dogs and I thought I knew dogs. And as far as I was concerned, the greyhound is a breed that needs a huge amount of exercise and is very fast twitch and rather tense. But I was completely wrong, and working with Greyhound Rescue I've learned a great deal. That actually they're very gentle, affectionate, placid animals. They're built for short bursts of speed, but the rest of the time they're like nothing more than having a bit of a cuddle and lying around the house sleeping. Unlike certain breeds I could mention. One of the things Greyhound Rescue does is provides a support program that when you adopt a greyhound, it's almost an education about the best way to make sure you and the animal are happy in each other's company. And the one thing I've really learned is what great company these animals are. Paw, 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 paw. Do it for the camera. Come on, paw. We're on telly. Paw. Very good, very good. I came into dog ownership quite late myself, quite late in life. And ownership is the wrong expression because it's a partnership. And I got Rubes from a rescue centre, and I can't tell you how much he's enhanced my life. He makes me laugh every day. And of course, by taking a dog from a rescue centre, you alter their entire world just so radically. And they're forever grateful to you. And I think adopting Rubes, taking a dog on board and taking a dog into my life was probably one of the best decisions I think I've ever made. Go on, Rubes. Good boy. Well done.
The Dumfriesshire and Cumbria Greyhound Rescue, which is a registered charity, does two things. Firstly, it rescues greyhounds whose racing careers are over, and because of this, these dogs are no longer wanted by their trainers or owners. And secondly, it then sets about finding permanent and loving homes for these dogs. Since starting in 2003, we've managed to build successful relationships with a number of trainers and owners in the south of Scotland, Cumbria and Lancashire, and they'll now contact us when their greyhounds are no longer needed for racing. From the initial phone call, we'll arrange to meet the trainers and collect the dogs. From there, the dogs will be taken to a foster home where they can learn what a home environment is, since before they come into our care, they've no idea what a living room is, or what the sound of a TV is, or what it's like just to be comfortable and relaxed. To find homes for the greyhounds in foster care, the DCGR has needed to make the public aware of what they do and also dispel a number of myths about greyhounds. The biggest one being that these dogs need 10 miles exercise a day. There's a number of ways the DCGR does this. The website provides constantly updated information about dogs which need rehoming, events organised by the DCGR, and the progress of dogs who've been rehomed. We advertise in the local newspapers and attend country shows with the greyhounds, which also helps to raise funds for the charity as it's run entirely by donations. But the most effective way of raising awareness is by the Meet a Greyhound days that are organised throughout the year. It's here that people can see the dogs for themselves and talk to members of the DCGR about the characteristics of greyhounds and why they make such wonderful pets. Most people have never even seen a greyhound other than on a racing track, and so they're always surprised at how quiet, sociable and ridiculously lazy they are. Meet a Greyhound days always result in a number of inquiries about the possibility of rehoming a greyhound, And at this stage, the DCGR will carry out a home visit to match the dogs and owners so that the right dog goes to the right home.
We tend to think of greyhounds as something like a machine, rather like a Formula One racing car built for one job alone. And of course they're not, they're dogs. And they've got their own personalities and a huge amount of love to give. So if you adopt a greyhound or even donate to Greyhound Rescue, it's your opportunity to change the life of one of these beautiful, regal animals forever. Is that right, Sky?